Hey guys, so today we're going to be making Gimp for this video tutorial, and you're going to need a pair of scissors, a zipper pull, and you're also going to need some Gimp lace, which today I'm going to be using a 2 color-sided lace, which is pink on one side and purple on the other, and you're going to want to cut 2 strands of this. So once you have both of your laces cut, we're going to take the middle of both strands. So I'm going to do this by lining them up ends to end, and then finding the middle and grabbing that and letting the ends fall. And then I'm going to take one strand in each hand, and one's going to have my pink color side up and the other side is going to have my purple color side up. And to do this, I'm going to take this hand, my pink color, and put it under my purple strand, the purple side up strand, and it's going to make a cross. And then I'm going to hold it. I'm going to move the camera so you can see a little better. Okay. Alright. And now this is going to be the most tricky part of the project, is the beginning of this. You have to do it exactly right or it's not going to come out right. So to do this, I'm going to take the strand closest to my body, and I'm going to loop it over and make a loop, and I'm going to hold it with my middle finger in place so that it doesn't come undone. And then I'm going to take the strand furthest away from me, and I'm also going to do the same and loop it over, and I'm going to hold this one with my pinky over to this side. I'm going to try to, it's kind of far, and just hold it in place so it doesn't come undone. You want to make sure these stay separate. You don't want to get them crossed. Alright, and then you're going to take one of your other strands, doesn't matter which side you start with. I'm going to start with my right side. And I'm going to take the end of this strand, and you see these 2 loops here? I'm going to go over the first loop and through the second loop. And I'm going to pull it all the way through. And I'm going to make sure it stays to this side, the most front side of my little knot that I'm making, my square knot. And also I'm making sure that this side is different colored than this side. So this side, these 2 strands are the pink side up, and this strand is a purple side up. Now I'm going to take my last strand on my left side, I'm going to take the end, and I'm going to go over the first loop and through the second loop again, like I did the first time. I'm going to pull it through, making sure to keep it on this side of the strands. And then I'm going to take all ends, all strands. If you watch carefully, just going to pull them, and it's going to make your first square knot. And you want to pull this not too tight, but tight enough that it'll stay. So there you have your first square knot. Once you have your first square knot done, you want to pay attention to which side that your strands are coming out of. Like this one is on this side, not this side, but this side, for example. And you're going to want to continue making square knots like you did the first initial square knot. And to do this, I'm going to take the strand furthest away from me, and I'm going to take it and loop it over and hold it in place so I don't lose it. I'm going to put it actually between my middle fingers. And I'm going to take the strand closest to me, I'm going to loop it over and hold it with my index finger. Alright, now if you look at the first strand you take, I'm going to take my right strand. It looks like it's on the side that's closest to me. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this strand, I'm going to go over the first loop and through the second, and this strand needs to stay closest to me so that the knot is made correctly. You want to keep them parallel with their sides. So take your last strand, which is on my left side, and go over the first loop and through the second, and make sure you keep it to the far side away from you. Also make sure that your colors are different, so these two colors running parallel are pink, and then these two colors that are running perpendicular or vertical are purple. And then I'm going to take the end of each strand, and I'm going to pull. And pull it just high enough that it'll stay. And there you've finally made your two square knots. And you just want to keep doing this until you get a good length, until you reach close to the end. So go ahead and do that. Once you get to the point where you have about 2 inches left of your lace, you want to stop so we can go ahead and tie on our zipper pull. So take your zipper pull, and we're just going to tie it on by taking 2 of the strands and looping it into the zipper pull, and taking the other 2 strands together in one hand. And we're just going to tie a simple knot. Just go ahead and secure this on. And you want to make sure that we are tying the bottom, the small loop at the end of the zipper pull, down onto the gimp. That way we can actually use the upper part of the zipper pull so that we can attach our gimp to things like a keychain or to a zipper if you want to. And to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and do another knot this way to make sure that it stays. I'm going to make sure I pull it tight. And there we've attached our zipper pull. Some people like to leave some strands hanging down to give their gimp a little bit more character or more creativity. I usually like to cut off the ends and have them a little long, like to match up with the length of our gimp. So I'm going to just have them all the same length as the gimp. So I'm going to line them up, and I'm going to cut off the excess. And there we have our finished gimp project. I hope you guys enjoyed that and found it fun and interesting. I used to do this at church camp and also Girl Scouts, but it's one of my favorite pastimes to do. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you guys come back next week for another craft. Bye!